Oh, look at here. We're down here in the orchard. And we're looking at muscadine vines today. These are muscadine vines. Muscadines are wild grapes. They're native to the southern United States. I am eventually going to show you how to trim these, since I got to trim them. Every year they got to be trimmed. So we'll come back and do that when it's not 18 degrees. Stop here in the middle of the woods and do the second part to my muscadine video. You see that vine there? See it going up that tree and then across and then up that tree? That's a muscadine vine. They grow wild. Good food for birds and squirrels, and when they fall, the deer eat them. And you can see it wants to get to the sunlight. So to train one of these, you want to keep it short and not let it grow as much and make more fruit. And that's why we trim them like we do. Alright, let's get out of the woods. But you see what a muscadine vine in its natural state looks like. And that one, that's probably 20 years old. No lie. These things can get some age to them. Alright, enough of that. Let's go.
I don't know.
Because you don't know. That's really not going to help the people on that's watching the video. Ain't it something about the fruit only grows on new growth off dead wood or something like that?
Yeah, it will only grow on this right here.
This right here.
And you're supposed to leave two nodes.
That's a node. What would happen if you didn't trim them?
And they would get all out of whack. Berries would get smaller. Here's one you see. There's one.
They got the point by now. So you just left these two stringers here to make more vine?
Yes.
Say this one's done, Mom?
Yeah, that one's pretty near done.
And each one of these little stubs will put out a vine.
Yeah.
And on that vine would be the fruit. Anything you want to add?
Mm-mm. This
vine's about 50-year-old. They get kind of fragile when they get that old. The best thing is to take one of these whips, bury it in the ground, and that will become a new vine. This is one my mother's been working on. She's trying to retrain it. It wasn't a block like that. She's decided to put it up on a trellis, which incidentally has brought it into closer contact with the pecan tree. And you know how muscadine vines like to climb trees. So I don't know how good that's going to work, but that's what she's doing. This one's mine. As you can tell, I haven't made a lot of progress. I've done that much. As you can tell, this one's a small one. That's last year's wood. This is the new growth. You'd cut that back to right here. There's a node here, node here, node here, a node there. Or a bud, whatever you want to call it. You'd trim it there. Whoop, trim it there. And just repeat that several thousands of times. And that's pretty much all you need to know. Yes? Sure. Oh, well, it's not on Zoom. You can't, you're a little white dot in the distance. I don't know if you can see the outline of the old form there on the ground and the uncut grass there. But basically, we've taken down the posts, put up these, which I feel are insufficient, but I've been outvoted, and cut down the 50-year-old muscadine that was growing on this side, kept the 30-year-old one that was on this side, and have retrained it to grow on this trellis. See how the ends have been trimmed? Haven't made near the progress on mine, but we're nibbling away at it. I just wanted to show you this. For some reason my mother thought it was important, but since the last time you saw it, it was all kind of tangled around on the ground. And this is the way the professional vineyards do it. This is not a professional vineyard. And the way we've done it out in the country is to build these square form frames. The reason I like this is I can take a tarp, spread it underneath, stand in the middle, shake the hell out of it, and that's the way I can, gather up all the muscadines quickly. Whereas over here, you pick them. You take a bucket and you walk down through there and you pick them one at a time. Muscadines grow one at a time like plums. They don't grow in bunches like grapes. Scuppernons grow in bunches like grapes, but they're, like green grapes. Anyway, I guess that's enough making you dizzy. I just wanted to do a little thing showing where she has retrained this vine. And Mom said it may die, but if it does, it'll leave a pretty corpse. So there we are. Of course, a nice square form. This is what I'm dealing with, and that's about 18 inches over my head. So a little bit hard to get to. Not too bad. The vines grow across from the other side, so what I'll end up doing is trimming some of this on the outside edge, going inside, picking these up, pulling them back, trimming them, and putting them back up. But yeah, it's a regular old rat's nest, I tell you what.
Man, Mountain Link has once again totally outdone himself.